Hello, today we're going to see how to grade wikis in Blackboard. When you enable grading for a wiki, a column is created automatically in the Grade Center. And while grading, you can view all the pages that a student authored and edited as you determine what grade that student should get. Wikis are graded as a whole and not by the individual pages within the wiki. There are two types of wikis, group and course wikis, and we'll be taking a look at how to grade each of them in this demonstration. If you're interested in knowing more about wikis, either using them in your course or using them in groups, please visit the module on interaction with and among your students. Now first, how do you access the wikis for grading? Well, there are three ways to do that. And the first way is to use your main menu. You can access wikis either through other tools, or if you've built a dedicated button to wikis in Blackboard in the main menu, you can click that button. And that will take you to a page listing all of the wikis in your course. In this case, you'll see we have a course wiki and we have a group wiki. So to access either of those for grading, you would open the wiki and click on Participation in Grading and begin grading from there. Another way to access the wiki for grading would be to go to the Needs Grading page, which is located in the control panel under Grade Center. Clicking on that gives you a page listing all of the assignments that are ready for grading in your course. And you'll notice here that we have two wikis again, a group wiki and a course wiki. So clicking on the pull down next to the title of the wiki will allow you to grade all the users, or you can grade individual users by just clicking on their name over here. And the final way to access wikis for grading is through the Grade Center itself, again through the control panel. And once you're in the Grade Center, you just simply find the column for the wiki you wish to grade, hover next to a student's name, click the pull down arrow, and click Grade User Activity. So we're going to begin by grading a course wiki. So I'll begin by accessing the wiki through the main menu, just to review that. So I'm going to click Wiki, and I'm going to choose my course wiki to grade. And once I arrive at the wiki page, I'm going to click Participation in Grading, and that will give me the list of the students who have contributed to this wiki. So they'll all be listed here, or I can use this pull down over here and navigate from student to student. Notice next to each student's name you'll have some statistics about that student's contribution to the wiki and their activity on the wiki. Clicking the student's name takes me to the pages that they have worked on, and what you see here is information about the student's contribution. So these are all the different versions that this student has created, and over here you can actually compare one version to another, and clicking on this just opens a window and shows you what's different in this version from the previous one, whereas clicking on this window will show you that version as it exists right now. So that gives you some idea, allows you to evaluate the student's participation on the wiki. Over here in the sidebar, this is where the grading actually takes place. So you can enter a score for the student's grade for this wiki. If you've associated a rubric with the wiki, you can open that and begin filling it out. And remember, with rubrics you can always show the description for each criterion and even provide a feedback box for all your criteria so that you can provide feedback criterion by criterion. So you can assign a grade to the student. So I'll go ahead and put a grade in the box up here. You can provide feedback to the student here overall on the assignment. If you open up the text box editor by clicking that A, that gives you the ability to provide even more formatted feedback, or even by using mashups, record a video and provide feedback in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and click Submit, which will send my grade and feedback and any notes I want to make to myself back to the Grade Center. And that will take care of grading this person's participation on the course wiki. Now, to grade a group wiki, and I'm going to access that through Needs Grading. So I'm going to go back to my Needs Grading. Group wikis are graded differently than they are individual wikis. Group wikis, you grade the wiki contributions as a group, so each member of the group gets the same grade. So you'll see here I'm on my needs grading page, and now the only wiki that's available is the group wiki because I've already graded the course wiki. So I'm going to hover next to the name of the wiki and click grade all users, and that's going to take me to this page where once again I can see all the contributors here. I can see their work that they've done on the wiki. I can click an individual's name and that will give me that individual's again the versions that they've produced and any comparisons I want to make to those versions. So I'm going to back up one step here. Over here I've got my grading sidebar. Now this time I have the ability to enter a grade, but notice I've also got the list of the other group members here. So just as I could with, just cancel that, just as I could with an individual wiki, I can assign a grade, and what I'm doing is I'm actually assigning a grade to the whole group. But let's say I don't want to give every member of the group the same grade. Well, if I want to change Dawn's grade, for instance, if I want to give her a 10 out of 20, I can enter that over here. I clicked on the pencil to edit that and then put the new grade, and now that grade will show for Dawn as opposed to the grade that I entered for the rest of the group. Group members can't see each other's grades. They can only see their own grades. Even when you change one of the individual's grades, make it different from the group, they can't see anyone else's grade. And should I change my mind and say, well, I'm going to revert this back to the group grade, I can do that by clicking on the pencil icon and then clicking on this revert button. OK, and now that reverts back to the group grade. So just as I could with the individual grade, I can fill out a rubric, I can provide feedback, and I didn't note this under the individual wiki, but this is true for both course wikis and group wikis. I can even provide grading notes to myself, and notice they're marked as private. This is only for me, so no one but me can see this. So once I hit submit, it sends the grade and the comments and the filled out rubric, if I use that, to the Grade Center. And so now when I go to the Grade Center, I will see that my wikis are graded and my students have scores. And so you see here all the members of the group got the same score, and here's the score for that individual. So that's all there is. If you have any questions about using wikis or about grading wikis, please don't hesitate to contact us here at Cetus Design. Thanks so much.